Yeah. So they say what Knicks head coach got fired, Tom Thibodeau. How you feel about that? You think that's the right move, Tom Thibodeau getting fired, or what? Would that set the franchise back?
Well, I can't say if it's the right move or the wrong move yet because we'll have to wait to see next year and the next couple of years to really say if it was the right move or the wrong move. But I can say it was a necessary move. It was a move that pretty much had to be done for one because of the New York Knicks fan base, and then you know how I'm we're getting in that space now, the analysts and stuff like that talk about these teams and these coaches when they lose, and he was overplaying his players, and everybody could see that. The Pacers was playing 9 to 10 people, 8, 9, 10 people every game, and he was playing 6 and maybe 7, and mostly 6. So he wasn't used. He don't like going to his bench, and that was a problem where the starters was getting overplayed and tired, can't close out the games. So that was an issue. And from reports, from what I've heard, he's not a player's coach. You know what I'm saying? He don't really know how to adapt to his players. But I mean he get the most out of his players. He'll get that one superstar player and then get the most out of him. Basically drain
That's
him
all
for
he get.
everything
He
he
get
got.
everything up out of him.
Yeah, he gonna
Yeah.
drain you for everything you got. But you either gonna get hurt or you're gonna run out of gas when towards the end of the season in the playoffs or whatever, you're gonna run out of gas. So the one knock against him is he overplays his starters. But
Yeah.
you can't knock him for the 5 years he's been in New York. He's
He
took him to
turned that.
the
Yeah, he
playoffs,
turned that around.
took him to the playoffs 4 years 4 years, not 4 years in a row, but 4 out of the 5 years. He took him to the playoffs. In the last 2 years, he won at least 50 games, and New York ain't have that in God knows how long, in over 20 years they haven't done that. So he's been their best coach in the last 20, 30 years to get them. They haven't been to an Eastern Conference final in almost 30 years. So imagine
Yeah. They finally got there, and they finally fired the person that got them there. So
that. They just feel like he can't get
that
them
was
over
a
that
bad
last hump.
firing.
I mean that's what I'm saying. We don't know. They still gonna keep that same team unless they make a move for KD. Like we're gonna talk about that later. But unless they make a move to get another player in there, they're gonna have the same team. So like I said, we can't really say if it's a good or bad until next season to see if they miss the playoffs, get
Or
knocked
if
out in
they
the
get
first
back.
round. Yeah, get knocked out in the first round. They got to get in the play in. Um, we'll see. We'll see. That's how I see it. So, what you think? You think it's a good firing or bad? You said it's good, huh? Uno, you on mute?
Hold on, yeah, I know, dog. She tripping. But yeah, I mean, firing Thibodeau right now after they just had one of their best seasons, I don't think that's a good thing. But I mean, I guess they just already know what he's capable of and like what he got to offer. So they just like, let's get rid of this now while we building this team and this chemistry and this culture right now. Let's just get off of Thibodeau now before he ruin us in the future. So yeah, I guess I guess.
And plus, I don't think this decision was made without them, hollering at some of the top players. Hollering at Cat, hollering at Brunson,
Yeah.
yeah, hollering at Bronson. So I think they signed off on this too. And remember, he used to coach Cat in Minnesota when Cat was playing at Minnesota. That was his coach. And but he did bench Cat too. Where was that? Game 4. Game 4